wanted to introduce you to a friend of mine, Myles Walker. And I just wanted him to say just a couple minutes, man. You know how you can go. You know, you can say, I want you to speak 2 minutes, and like 2 hours later, you're like, Myles. Yeah. Myles will talk to you just briefly about Tourette syndrome. I'm going to be making a film. I'm directing a movie getting ready, probably in a few months. But one of the films I'm making, I'm going to be using Myles as an actor. He just happens to have Tourette's. We're not going to say, oh, here's a Tourette's actor. It's like saying, oh, here's a child actor, here's a black actor, here's a white actor. Here's an actor that happens to have Tourette's. And all the misconceptions of Tourette's. It's really ignorance. And ignorance is not a bad word, it's just lack of education on something. And when I met Myles, what, 2 years ago? My math.
See, probably longer than that. We started on Facebook. We had mutual friends.
That's right.
But didn't make the.
That's right. About 3 years ago, I was kind of ignorant to Tourette's. When I first became a celebrity, I did a movie called School Days with Spike Lee. And I was asked to play in a celebrity basketball game in Atlanta. That's when I met Martin Luther King Jr., Martin Luther King III. And he was putting on this game for Tourette's. And I had heard about it a little bit, but I didn't, again, I was ignorant to that. I didn't do any research. So I just showed up at the game as a celebrity. I'm out there just playing, having a good time playing ball. And you know how right before the game you're warming up and the ball goes out of bounds, and you know a bunch of kids over there had the ball and they wouldn't give it back. I was like, hey. He's like, shut up! Shut up! I was like, those kids! These kids, somebody needs to discipline these kids. And I went up to Martin and I said, Martin, it was like, it was packed. It was at Georgia Tech gym. So it was a huge gym, like 8,000 people there. And I walked over to Martin and I said, Martin, can you do something about these kids? They won't even throw the ball back so we can warm up. And I said, and plus their language, man, you ought to hear their language. And he said, Silk, let me talk to you for a second. I said, what? He said, you have Tourette's. And I said, no, I understand that, but they need a butt whooping because. And he said, no. And that's when he took me off the side. He said 2%, I think, and I might be wrong on this, but you can correct me. 2% have a verbal part of Tourette's, which they will lash out and say certain words. Some are not great words, but they're words. And the rest are what they call tics, which you'll see Myles do. And a lot of people, like, he'll go around, he'll take his bike. He rode his bike from Knoxville here just for this. And a lot of people will see him, and they're like, oh no, what's wrong with that guy? Oh my gracious. And their parents won't even say anything to him. That's what I'm saying, it's ignorance. And we've got to stop that. So every chance I get, I want to show some kind of awareness for this. So Myles, can you come up and just say a couple words?
All right.
He's right there. He's got a book. A couple of
everybody blow. My name is that's the Tourette's. My name is Myles Walker. I'm a published author. I have a book called Me and My Tourette's Motivated by God. It's $9.95. It's found at Barnes & Noble, Books Million, and 25,000 bookstores. Tourette's is an uncontrollable involuntary medical condition that people is a male-dominant gene. That more men are 3 to 4 more times likely to get Tourette's than females are. I got it at the age of 19. I'm originally from Hartford, Connecticut. By my grandmother, rest her soul, she died last year. She's from alcohol. So I got Tennessee blood in me. You know, I have the conception of UConn and UT. But anyway, I've been doing a whole lot. Didn't know what Tourette's is. No Tourette's support group here. There's no support. I myself try to go any and everywhere I can. You know, physically, you know, everywhere, just talking to people, whether it's one person, two, a crowd, you know, to to this, so he was talking about the Tourette's, this coprolalia part when it comes to the vulgar language, then the cussing. It's not our fault. God, God just made us. Here we are, boom, and then that's it. I've been kicked out of West Town Mall. I was this year where my book kind of first came out. I've had police following me numerous times. People, security. Now it's pulled on me. A guy was trying to shoot me when I used to live in Ridgebrook. I did this conception of black man living in a public housing neighborhood. So I'm on drugs and I'm crazy, and everywhere I go, I get stared at, looked at, talked about. I fight for people all over the world. I got kids that watch everything I do on Facebook, Twitter. I had a parent say, I got a 9-year-old son, white lady. My son needs your help. Can you talk to him? Never met him, never seen him before. Sure, why? Sign me up, 9-year-old kid. He sees everything. I got young gay friends that's got Tourette's. And I'm going to be representing the Knoxville Pride Fest. This tattoo is Tourette syndrome, symbol, original. I just threw a crown on there and I call myself the king of Tourette's because all the hell of high water and deal with even every day. I'm a humble guy. I live my life just one day at a time. I'm no different.
I'm sorry, tell them it's real important about how your mom found out that you had Tourette's and what happened, how you got beat and stuff. She didn't know.
She was with me, like I was a rambunctious child, would beat me. We was, in Connecticut, found out something was wrong with me. Took me to the UConn hospital. The doctor told her, no, something's wrong with me. I don't want to, she was in denial. Didn't believe something was wrong with a child. The lady, even God bless her, I hadn't seen her in years. She wrote down, I still got a paper somewhere where it says, she's in denial, don't want to believe something's wrong with a child. We was the only one. We didn't have nobody. African American couple with the Tourette's. Everywhere I went, even in my hometown, it's there and look. You got people that kill themselves, that hurt themselves, that just, this lifestyle is no joke. I can say, really no. I'm 33 years old. I just turned 33 March 27th. I have a long way to go to elderly life, and I look forward to that, and I wonder what my life will be like when I'm an elderly person. And I have elderly friends. I got people all over the world that I talk to. I help, I post this, that, and the other. I just want people to know. You get the weirdo, crazy, psychotic drug addict. I did a news story with Alan Williams on called Tennessee Traveler. It's called Living with Tourette's, 8 Questions. That came out March 13th. That was my third cover story. I've done Extreme Makeover. I helped out with the house all 7 days, 4,500 people. I went out there because people need to know. I got laughed at by some people in general with, it's just a lifestyle. The kids. I had some kids from a basketball team laughing at me at the KFC on Clinton High. I was trying to tell these girls, look, don't laugh. It's not really funny. You don't want to do that. Their coach came up to me and said, I got a pastor in Clinton Highway that has Tourette's. I was like, are you serious? Because from time to time you get people saying, right, whatever. I'm going to fight you, do this and that. I hang in Birch's office a lot. I call him. He's building me a bamboo bicycle right now.
A bamboo bicycle?
Yeah, seriously.
It's a bamboo bicycle?
All bamboo. I don't know what it's looked like. I haven't seen it.
Sorry, you got a bamboo bicycle.
I'm gonna ride it, and whatnot. But when I'm here. I'm on Facebook. Anybody want, any info you need, definitely want to check me out. You don't have to be my friend. Just look me up. I'm here. I love my Tourette's. I love my life. Thank God for being here. All the hell and high water. And I'm just trying to help somebody else understand, and people all over the world in general, because it's a misunderstood. Right off the bat, when you hear the noise, what the heck, what's going on? That's the first reaction of many people, no matter who you are, what you look like. That's the first reaction, is scared, straight, kids crying, dogs going off.
What do you think people should do when they see someone walk in a restaurant?
Ask, don't laugh. That's one of my little campaigns. It's not out. Y'all scream that a lot. Ask somebody, hey, excuse me. Don't ask the person. God, like say you see us two talk. Hey, Sil, what's wrong with your man? Why he got Tourette? Ask me. If I'm in front. Don't ask that person, because we don't know what the situation is. If y'all get into it, bump heads, have somebody's temperament. If they may get a little snooty, I won't. It's just like, wow. You want to know from the person itself. So
he had guns drawn on him by police. They thought he was on drugs, and he almost got shot plenty times. And that's ignorance.
It's almost stabbed, just for the noise. Police stop. Hey, I've had a cop stop me on a bike. He was way down the street. I'm just riding in. It was 6:30 in the morning. I remember like it was yesterday. He's like, what do you think you're doing? I was like, are you for real? I said, he's way down there. No, what I'm looking like, I'm passing in front of the Hilton and the downtown library. It's like, what is your problem? So I told the man, of course, and one day he comes in the fall market. It's like, hey, that's the guy right there that stopped me on the bike. I was like, just put him on blast. It's like, dude, You know, that was not cool. You know, it's like, so, I mean, I've had that. It slows down periodically with the police, you know, or whatnot. But the stigma of living in the neighborhood, just living for the activity and stuff, you know, and I help. There's a lot of people like feel like they can't get out, they don't get out their house, they don't do nothing. You should see the stuff I see on Facebook. It is crazy. You got people talking about, I'm on this new drug, I'm on this. There's people, kids his age, my friends his age, they're all taking 4, 5, 10 different medications 2 to 3 times a day. That's a lot of drugs. That is serious in somebody. You know, I mean, just to stop their Tourette. Sometimes they get allergic reactions. Sometimes they get overweight. Sometimes they lose weight. Sometimes they get stressed, get depressed. Some people just don't want to come out and talk to people that can't drive, can't ride a bicycle like I do, can't do anything. Some people I know that fall down, they twitch, and they get fractures in their body. It's a big world out there with Tourette's, and people really need. This is one disability that is not known like autism, cerebral palsy, that's out there that you see on TV. Even like we don't have no commercials, TV commercials regularly.
Not yet, not yet.
So I'm here to say I try my best to get out. I use my body. You know, my bicycle was ran over last year in Saltway. December 29th, when I went to go see my little son. I have a 2-year-old boy. And some jerk just out of nowhere called me the N-word. Like, wow, whoop-de-doo. You know, he's out there truck and say something. He said it again, then he turned his wheel and probably took off, ran over my bike. I laid it down. Long story short, I was standing right there watching him. Ran over it, tire track, took off, waved at him like Miss America. It's like, you know, I'm not going to be mad. It's like, wow, dude, like, you know, I just got picked up by a friend. He was going hunting. He dropped me off. And that was it. And I was like, you know, the newsman came out. I was like, what do you think? There was racism this? Now I said, there's a little bit of everything, but I don't care. I just wanted to know. So, you know, it's nice to meet y'all. Thank you. Long-winded, you know.
I said 2 minutes, man.
No, thank you for letting me, you know, just say, oh, got one thing. National Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month is May 15th to June 15th. National Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month is May 15th to June 15th.
Hey, Myles and
Yes.
Phil, you remember Chris Jackson, Mahmoud Abdul-Rahman,
NBA, yeah.
played for LSU and later played for NBA?
Yes.
He had Tourette's.
His-
The officials used to call technicals on him because he'd blurt out words,
Yeah.
bad words, and they'd call technicals on him.
Yeah.
Dale Brown had to explain to him that he had that, but the officials finally figured out what was going on. They were calling technical fouls because they thought he was cussing them out.
Well, it was.
Ken. Another ball player named Ken.
You got away with it.
New York Knicks a lot.
Yeah.
But New York Knicks, Kenyon Martin, he blinks his eyes and gyrates his jaw.
Just different, so many different forms of Tourette's. Like Chris Jackson, what you're talking about, Randy, he would tie his shoes 10 times in the locker room. And the players would just run away.
Yeah.
Because he could just play. You know what I mean? He got on the court and he just could shoot like you wouldn't believe. So, and in Tourette's also, it could start as early.
It can start like any age. If you're born, it can go up. It's a male dominant gene. It affects men 3 to 4 more times likely than female. Probably usually happens between ages 5 and 18. I had it once. I was like 4 or 5 years old. Periodically, it is like play hide and go seek, tag your it. You got Tourette's. Tag, you don't got it this month. Next month you got it. It was off and on with me. Then one day, Mom said we're going to the store. She's not abusive. She just beat me thinking, you just a rambunctious child. Boom, boom. You know, making noise, boom, boom, boom. That was it, you know. And I wrote that in my book. Like, everything I wrote is real in there. You know, what she wrote, my brother wrote, you know. And it just, she didn't know. And then when she found out, I was like, boom, now we got to see what else. It was hard to. I didn't come out. I had fear and insecurity. I didn't want to come outside and talk to you how you know, I didn't want to live like. I didn't want to be in public because this is no way to live. Really, it's like you want to hide, and there are people that hide that don't want to come out just because of the stereotypes and looks of what y'all want to say. No matter who y'all, even if I knew y'all for 10 years, it still don't matter. It doesn't matter. But I love going everywhere I go. I won't talk to you. I just walk in the place, walk out. People say whatever, and that's it. You know, I'm not the one to be like, oh, you know me because I've done the news and this and that and other, and I know him, blah blah blah. You know, just a regular guy.
That's what I wanted you all to see. And